Hello everyone and welcome to the Horror Snob. My name's Michael James, I am the Horror Snob. Here today running down another 5 preview selections for the month of October. Last week ran down a whole bunch of movies, 5 selections, some really good stuff coming out for us in this Halloween season in October 2020. But it's not all just in theaters. There is a ton of quality stuff coming out for us on the small screen as well. So today I'm running down 5 previews for your TV viewing pleasure. And we start off just this week in a few days on October the 2nd with a show opening up on Hulu, an anthology series called Monsterland. If you're familiar with the world of horror anthologies, everything from Tales of the Crypt, Creepshow, Twilight Zone, Outer Limits, all the way to things like Fear Itself and Masters of Horror, you know that this really goes one of two ways. Either these are short, 30-minute, almost like comic stripped, made-for-TV kind of things, and they feel like they are TV shows, or you get the higher quality mini movies like we had with Masters of Horror, where they feel more like a bigger budget production that would be done by some of the greats that we're familiar with. And this is going to be no different. Key people on screen: Caitlin Dever, Taylor Schilling, Jonathan Tucker, and Nicole Beharie. Tucker you'll know from things like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Beharie from her role in Sleepy Hollow, the television show that was on Fox for several years, Taylor Schilling from Orange is the New Black. So this thing's loaded, expecting quality production. Should be an excellent show from the look of it. An 8-part series, Monsterland, on Hulu, coming out in just a couple days. After that, on Sunday the 4th, we finally get the premiere of the next chapter in the Walking Dead universe, this one called World Beyond. Unlike its predecessors, though, The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead, this one is an Amazon original. It's going to Amazon Prime. Now, I wouldn't be shocked to see this thing end up on AMC, or at least in their streaming platform in some manner, maybe a week after it airs or after the season's done. Who the hell knows what they're going to come up with. But as of right now, this thing's an Amazon Prime original. You're going to want to go there to get to it. A 2-year series. That's all they're planning for on this. It was stated right up front. You're going to get 2 seasons of this show, so enjoy it while you can. A series that really doesn't have many big names to it. Julia Ormond, who's been around pretty much forever, it feels like. Her and Annette Mahandru. Annette, you might know from The Americans, a TV show that was running on FX for a long time. They're the real names. And they're not going to be the predominant people. It follows kids through high school, maybe their early college years, surviving at the beginning of the zombie apocalypse. We're going all the way back several years to when we first got introduced to Rick Grimes, but we're heading in an entirely different area. And then we go from there, down the same rabbit hole we've already gone down before. Really eager to see this one. Glad it's finally coming out. Look for it on Sunday the 4th. At number 3, it's a show that actually already came out a year ago, but you easily could have missed it given the platform it was released to. The show in question, a DC comic book turned horror TV show called Swamp Thing. Knowing that it's a quality show that maybe just wasn't getting the visibility it deserved, CW snagged it up, and it will be premiering next week on October the 6th. If you did not get a chance to see it, this is your opportunity, and from the look of it, this is a high-quality, solid show with an incredible cast of veteran actors at the helm of this thing. Virginia Madsen, Will Patton, Crystal Reed, Jennifer Beals, Kevin Durand. Really excited for this show. High-quality production, great cast behind it. Expect this to be a really good, really solid show that maybe's flying a little under the radar for obvious reasons. Don't miss out. Check out the Swamp Thing on CW. That kicks off on the 6th. And number 4, it's another really long-awaited TV show. The Haunting series on Netflix. Season 1 was the Haunting of Hill House. Season 2, this one dropping in just a couple weeks on the 9th. The Haunting of Bly Manor. If you somehow missed out on the first season, Go out and watch that thing. It is absolutely incredible. This season, The Haunting of Bly Manor, new house, new family, new story, but like American Horror Story, several returning actors playing new roles, including Oliver Jackson Cohen, Henry Thomas, and Kate Siegel. With them, we get a few newbies as well. Alex Esso, who we know from the movie Dr. Sleep, portraying Wendy in the early part of that movie. One I've already reviewed. It's up. It's available if you want to check that out. Rahul Kohli also joins the cast, a dude we're familiar with from the iZombie series on CW. Really funny, really good show. Missed that one just a bit. With the success of the first season, The Haunting of Hill House, there are major expectations for what's in store for us as viewers for this second season. A lot to live up to with such great success that first season. All of the hidden elements throughout it, from the various ghosts to the reveals later into the season, things that just absolutely blew our mind. If Bly Manor can be anything like the first season Hill House, we are in for an excellent treat. Watch for it, coming out, available on Netflix, an original of theirs, on October the 9th. And lastly, another comic book series turned horror TV show, this time a Marvel comic book series, a Hulu original appearing on their platform. It is Helstrom. Based on the comic book by Marvel, this thing certainly leans into the darker side of things, much in the way the movie The New Mutants does. Another Marvel comic book, that one though went movie style. It's in the theaters right now. Helstrom, though not a movie, does have a much bigger landscape to it, as apparently it's part of what Hulu's going to call Adventures into Fear. 4 different series that are going to be releasing on their platform, of which Helstrom's just the first. The second is expected to be Ghost Rider, a character we were introduced to through Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Forget the Nicolas Cage movies. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Ghost Rider will now get his own show on Hulu as well. Helstrom, Ghost Rider, and 2 other unnamed series as of yet are going to make up this mini-universe of the MCU called Adventures into Fear. If you're unfamiliar with the story of Helstrom, the characters we're going to be introduced to in this first series as part of this larger picture Hulu's developing, it follows Damon and Satana Helstrom, siblings that were born into a family where their patriarch is a big bad, talking quote-unquote mysterious and powerful serial killer. As things progress, we're going to go deeper, darker, and bloodier, and this thing looks like it's going to go insane. A show that was a little under the radar. Mark it on your calendars because this thing looks like it's going to be badass. Hopefully, the kind of thing that can make up for the travesty that was The Runaways. Helstrom, a solid-looking show, coming out in the middle of the month on the 16th. Check it out. Should be an excellent watch. All right. That's it for me today. As always, I invite you to take a moment, hit that subscribe button and the bell, stay up to date with all the reviews like these and our Fast 5 from last week, and so much more, including this week's kickoff of my top 100 for Halloween, the first 20 going on the board in just a couple days. My name's Michael James. I am the Horror Snob. As always, I thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.